Sorry about that, everyone. Was having a little bit of audio problems. Thank you for your patience. This is Danielle here from Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and welcome to Community Distance Reiki. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're watching this on the replay, know that you're guaranteed just as fun and healing a time as if you were here live. If you'd like to learn more about the regular days and times of my stream, they are in the description below, along with information about my online Reiki classes, community Discord, crystal shop, and social media. Currently, I am being absolutely loved on by a foster kitten who you might hear purring in the background. That is Gertie. Feel free to, know that she's sending you some love. And let's dive right in. If you've not been here before, go ahead and click on that live chat button. We'll be starting off with a crystal grid built to the healing request of everyone that's here. And at about the 45-minute to 1 hour mark, we will transition into the healing, where after a brief explanation of what Reiki is and how it works, I will turn the lights down, turn the music up, and send healing to you whenever and wherever you happen to be. Thank you so much for being here, and so grateful to have you all. Just a quick note, Tuesday morning's 10 a.m. stream, my regular stream at that time, I'm not going to be able to do it this week because I am taking the foster kittens to get their big surgery. So wish them luck, and I will see you on Wednesday at 4 p.m. But of course, today we have the 8 p.m. and Sunday 8 p.m. streams, and all those times are East Coast US. So let's dive right into everything. I've started off our grid. There we go. Okay, good stuff. So man, this kitten is animated. So we've got some jade and some copper. Jade here is good for good fortune and just everything wonderful, from financial benefit to good relationships, harmony in all aspects of life. And the copper helps to get the energy moving as well as break up any blockages. I always start the grids with copper, but the jade's been kind of, our go-to lately, so I want to keep it there. It's been working for us. Praise the elders of the internet, the stream is fixed. Every time there's like updates for Windows, it blows out some settings. It happens. Even if it's like the second or third time I've streamed since I've done an update. Yeah, and I don't even update OBS most of the time because it's always a nightmare. Yeah, we kind of wait for everything to go solid and then we all upgrade. But let's see. We've got lots of requests. I want to open up my other window so I don't miss any. So we've got Cora Carr, welcome in. Ange, bright morning in Sydney, welcome in. Good morning to you. We've got Maricela, JS, Vincent, Bethany, Susan, good to see you. Vincent, Key, good to see you. Okay, let's dive right in. Okay. Support for Greg and Susan, feeling worthy of financial abundance, return of cat and zest of life, and your mother for prosperity. Gotcha. It is 11:11 today. Patience, joy, figuring out what you want to do in life. I totally understand. Focus, balance in work and studies, finances, and decluttering. Gotcha. Okay, and then we've got a list of some stones to bring in. You got it. Okay, so let's dive in with patience, joy. I feel like for patience, number 1 is dumortierite. It's patience and it helps with any kind of pent-up anger. And I feel like if ever there's a stone that could kind of help with 2022, it's this. It also helps with any kind of chaotic energy, like Uranus type energy, but also standing up for yourself. And on a physical level, it's thought to help ligaments, tendons, that kind of connective tissue stuff. So yeah, this is also thought to help tidiness, which I see that decluttering was an intention for Vincent. So let's go ahead and bring these in. Again, this is dumortierite. And if you hear any weird sounds in the background, Kitty is taking a little bath. It's kitty bath time here. Okay, so we've got that. We've got bloodstone, amethyst, ruby, finances. To figure out what you want to do in life. We did chrysocolla last time, and I kind of want to do that again. Chrysocolla helps with making decisions that are in alignment with our highest good, but also following our heart in a really beautiful way. It helps us to find, align, and make actions in alignment with going in the best possible direction for us, especially when it's like big life goals and things. It can also help with things like finding new ways of being creative, which can be really helpful, especially if you feel stuck. To get creative in some kind of way can help move that energy. So let's bring in some chrysocolla. We're also going to bring in optimism. And decluttering, heart and protection for financial abundance. Let's do financial abundance with citrine, the stone of manifesting money and financial support. You can put a piece in the back left corner if your back is to the doorway. Can be very helpful, but it also helps balance when you're trying to take in logic and intuition in equal measure. This can be really balancing. Actually, let's just do these little pieces here. Let's do that. Yeah, that looks great. We also have feeling worthy of financial abundance. We've been working with Amazonite there, and we may still bring that in, but I was thinking of aventurine too, because that can help with like self-worth. Aventurine, especially green aventurine, this helps us it helps support our heart chakra so that we can see a little bit we can get a little bit more of a sense of who we are, especially if we have a low opinion of ourselves. This helps us to get a little bit more confidence, but in a very balanced and loving kind of way. It's not just like confidence for the sake of throwing your shoulders back. It's confidence that truly comes from the heart. So that may help. And that can also help us to see like bigger possibilities for ourselves. And sometimes low self-worth can also be something that mahogany obsidian can help with. Mahogany obsidian I usually use for like perfectionism that just feels like that you just can't move past it. Like when you feel that like it's not quite good enough, it's not perfect, I can't do it yet, I can't go yet. This can also really help with any kind of internalized thoughts or feelings we have on ourselves that are low, like thinking low of ourselves, thinking we're not good enough, we're never going to be good enough, we have to prove something before we can be good enough. So this could be really helpful too. So I'm going to bring that in as well. Okay, and that can be also very earthy and grounding, very root chakra-y stone. And I'll bring in that Amazonite. That's definitely self-respect, self-care, knowing and, well, starting to see that you also deserve the same level of care, support, empathy, and compassion that you show others. It's a stone that I often suggest for anyone that does any kind of care work, whether it's nursing or mental health or just being the pillar of your own community, the person all the friends call when they need something. Because they trust you and you're somebody to lean upon, so that you can see that in yourself, see that you are as valuable as everyone else. Also helps the spine and spinal nerves, and that's been helping a few of our community members as well. So I hope that that helps. Let's see, what else? Hey, Blue Lotus, welcome in. Joyce, welcome in. Violet Integration, I hope you're doing well. Jennifer Vatsa, Chris, welcome back in. Yep, the Amazonite's there for spinal stenosis, psychic and mediumship development, financial abundance, love, protection, smoking cessation, low metabolism. You got it. Fast money manifestation. Oh no. Okay, let's bring out some love there. So, big guns, we've got some pyrite, and we also have red tiger eye, for sure. Red tiger eye helps with manifesting money in a hurry, like in a flash, in a snap. It's also really great for protection in every way, and a few of you have requested protection. This is one that can be, like, give it to the people in your life that are bullied, whether it's getting bullied in the workplace, if it's a kid getting bullied at school, this can be a great stone. And any kind of negative energy or magical work, this can also be really potent in protection. Everything from like kind of little bullying, picking on, to like big bullying stuff. It can also help with even things like psychic attacks and things like that. So that's red tiger eye. And I'm also going to bring in some pyrite. Pyrite is fool's gold. And so fool's gold brings real gold, if that helps you remember. There we go. Also very helpful with getting energy to move for things like Reiki. So not only does it call in money, it helps move energy within the body. It's thought to be associated with memory as well. So if you struggle with memory or you want to support yourself through like improving your memory, this can be helpful. Also helpful for things like fever, and considered very protective. Helps with intuition and psychic ability also. I often keep a piece around if I'm doing a lot of intuitive work. Sometimes when I'm doing the tarot for 12 signs, I'll have a big piece of it in front of me along with a number of other crystals. So we'll bring pyrite in for that. So sorry about that, Jennifer. Let's see. Smoking cessation and metabolism, we've got Unakite, which we've been working with quite a bit lately. I'm going to bring in that big piece again. Unakite helps with all matter of women's health, whether it's fertility, which it's one of the bigger known fertility stones along with carnelian. It's also helpful for birth, delivery, postpartum, and even other types of hormonal shifts in a woman's life, from onset of menses to menopause. I also definitely use it a lot for help with addictions, particularly with smoking. It's often one of the top stones recommended for that, as well as fluids in the body and metabolism. So I hope that this is helpful. We'll bring that there. And self-compassion, definitely Amazonite. Self-compassion, confidence, and mobility. Gotcha. Blue Kyanite can help with not only understanding intuitive messages, and I know there's a couple of requests around varied types of intuition, but it can also help with radical self-acceptance, loving and accepting ourselves exactly as we are. It's also thought to help with things around mobility. So we'll bring that in. That's blue kyanite. And that's mobility, whether it's just mobility from like a physical injury, and especially if it's mobility from like a neurological injury, like stroke, head injury, something along those lines, or even like a nerve injury. Got that going for us. And self-confidence. I heard self-confidence, and I also heard like peace, getting your kind of passion and zest for life back again, and just sort of joy. So I'm going to go in. The stone for smoking cessation is unakite. I'm going to type it into the chat too. I'm actually going to be adding it to the shopping cart in my my online crystal shop soon. Excuse me. So yawny. But yeah, so back to joy, self-esteem, love for self. And there's a kitten that wants to play with the bag it's in. Yeah, you want that? And that's yellow calcite. This helps us to take joy in find the joy in our sense of self and who we are, and it helps us to follow our own joy. Oh, a kitten wants to play with my necklace. Yeah? Yeah. You can probably see that. But yeah, this helps work with the solar plexus chakra, which helps us to find our confidence and love of self and wanting to bring everything that we are forward into the world and expecting that sense of self to be met with love and compassion from others. Yeah, this rainy weather is very unmotivating. Yeah. I'm just going to let you guys watch the cat play with my necklace. The cat has ideas about what crystals we should use as well. So we'll put that yellow calcite around here. It's a kitten. I'm fostering 2 kittens. Yeah? You want to play with a toy? You want to play with crystals? Of course you do. Of course you do. You're in the right place. So let's see. Yeah, so that should help. Flower agate, white coral. Oh, that's right. Bank holiday. Ooh. Courage and more energy. Let's bring in some garnet for courage. Also helps with organization, which can help with Vincent's request. And now the kitten wants this. You like garnet too? Here. You like garnet too? Here, I'm going to give you a bag to play with. Go ahead. There you go. Okay. Garnet helps, as I said, with strength, courage, creativity as well, but also organization of tangible things or of like an event and tasks, like time management too. But this can be really helpful for what Vincent requested and for what Violet Integration I had requested. It is the birthstone of January and is very much a Capricorn stone. Yes, yellow calcite is very similar to orange and honey calcite, particularly honey calcite. Honey calcite helps to support the solar plexus, the sense of self, while also supporting a healthy sacral chakra, which has a lot to do with how we relate to others. So it's sense of self and how we relate to others a lot of times. Optimism, but also expecting to and attracting people to work with that are really good and harmonious for us as well. Yeah, well, let's bring some honey calcite in if I can find it. Here it is. Yeah, this is another one that helps with optimism in challenging times. We're getting kittened today. Yes, I know it's fascinating. Here. Ow, those are claws. Thank you. But yeah, optimism and yeah, like I said, colleagues, friends, love interest, it can help invite in people that are balanced, that are going to respect your boundaries. You're going to be able to show up in a way that you feel encouraged, motivated, and supported. So let's bring that out. Oh, you're hearing the purring? Oh my gosh, isn't it something else? Tiger's eye. I can definitely do tiger's eye. I just had it. Tiger's eye can not only be protective, but it can give us quite a bit of clarity. And I know a couple of you had mentioned clarity. This is mental and intellect clarity. So whether you're studying or you're trying to like read up on the details of something you want to do, like if you're researching a car you want to buy, if you are looking for where to invest money, anything like that too, like even doing taxes and stuff. Hey, this can be a great stone of helping you kind of weed through all the little details, as can tiger eye. But yeah, also also labradorite, sorry. This can be very empowering to the solar plexus chakra as well. So if honey calcite and yellow calcite kind of resonated with you, this might be another one too. Especially if you feel like fear around who you are. But yeah, good for seeing the big picture of all the different pieces of information. So if you've read a lot of articles and you kind of don't know how to make heads or tails of what you've all read, tiger's eye. Definitely tiger's eye. Red, yellow, and blue. Is that red, yellow, and blue tiger eye or red, yellow, blue quartz? Because we have I can put in blue tiger eye and then we'll have all of them. Clear quartz, I don't have moldavite. And if I did, I probably wouldn't use it in community setting because it can be so intense. But if you're looking for that connection and opening up spiritual connection, mediumship, guidance, I'm going to bring in some sapphire, which can be incredible. It can be ungrounding if you don't use it with grounding stones, but we have a lot of grounding stones. Mahogany, obsidian, red tiger eye, garnet, unakite, and tiger eye definitely is very, very grounding. Yeah, kitten. Yeah, this can help to connect us with anything that we're looking to do for mediumship, connecting with guides, getting the answers from spirit, whether we're getting those answers for ourselves or to communicate to someone else, either way. But it can be very ungrounding. So definitely if you're not familiar with grounding your own energy, this might be a harder one to work with. I'm going to put it here with the blue Kyanite because that can help us to better understand the messages that come through. So let's keep them together. There we go. Okay, so that's sapphire. So there we go. Red, yellow, and blue tiger eye. Gotcha. Okay, perfect. So let's add in some blue tiger eye. Blue tiger eye protects truth tellers. It stands for, boldly speaking your truth. It is very strong in its ability to support you as you speak before a group. If you're leading a presentation, any kind of public speaking, making a large announcement of some kind. It can also help to, if you struggle in conversations in general, just finding your way to kind of relate to others. This can be supportive, and it's also a really great stone for just calm and ease, especially easing stress. So we'll bring it out there. I often use it for support with writing, like when I'm writing copy for my website, or if I'm writing things for a course or a workshop coming up. Blue tiger eye is another one that's pretty much always at my desk. There we go. So there's blue tiger eye. Blue tiger eye sometimes goes by hawk eye, so I'll type that in. There you go. Yeah, it's a really powerful stone for communicating in general. And it is good weather for soup and blankets, Vincent. Absolutely. Gotcha. You're from Philly, found my channel one day. Awesome. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, you want to release patterns of angry reactions and things too. Yeah. Dumortierite can be helpful. Howlite can be helpful with releasing anger, resentment, and frustration. It's also great for anything having to do with hair, teeth, and bones, particularly bones. Whether it's like calcium intake, or like healing one that's broken or that's been impacted by surgery somehow. Absolutely wonderful. But yeah, great for anti-frustration and even completing studies it's thought to be helpful for. But yeah, this is Howlite. I often see it sold as white turquoise, when white turquoise is absolutely a stone and it can look very similar to Howlite, but they are two different stones, two incredible stones and two different stones. But yeah, this one is great for anger, resentment, and anything bones. I have really brittle bones. I mean, I was at like a standing height fall and shattered my leg. Like I could always use a little bit of love for my bones. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Let's do, and for breaking up patterns too. That's been, I think a lot of us are really working on that right now, me included. When is it a bad time to work on that? Never a bad time. We're setting ourselves free from ourselves. It's always a good time for that. And last time we used some peridot, and I think it felt amazing. So I'm going to bring in some more green peridot for that. If I can find it. Here it is. Yeah, bad habits, cycles, things like that. And I'm also trying to, quit biting my nails. I had quit I go back and forth, but I had quit. And then once we were sitting still enough with COVID, it came back. And then I've had a really hard time getting myself to quit biting my nails. So this is one that I've worked with for that, and it's helped me in the past. But yeah, any kind of bad habits and like limiting cycles that are getting in our way. It's also super pretty. So yeah, let's put that in and welcome in. Glad that you're here. Cinnabar, malachite, jade. We got jade, so I'm glad you're here for that. Jade is right under here. We've got nephrite jade. Oh, bone infection, absolutely. Herniated discs, anxiety. Definitely howlite for that. So I'm really glad I brought that in, Joyce. I'm so glad that that can be helpful, and I'm so sorry you're going through that. Oof. Anxiety, definitely I'll bring in some. I've got some really good ones for anxiety. We've been working with green calcite, but I'm going to bring in one that was actually a gift to me from a student of mine, and I use it when I'm really, really overwrought with anxiety. So here's a big piece of green calcite. I have it on the website, so I have it everywhere, but also just this being a gift, it's really special. Yeah, it helps with stress, anxiety, and also if we're cycling like the doom mind, like if ever I'm doom scrolling on the internet, this can help us to kind of look on the brighter side of things. And I know that I don't know if it helps you do this, but it makes me think of Monty Python's Look on the Brighter Side of Life. We don't have to be necessarily like being crucified to look on the brighter side of life. But yeah, this can be a stone of intense anxiety support, really loving, and levity. Can help us to find some giggles and some brighter sides of things to kind of lift our spirits overall in a way that's not like dismissive of the anxiety or the causes of what might be going on, but just to help us pace ourselves in dealing with life. So I hope that that's helpful to you. Trying to keep everything even. Let's see. You've also got tennis elbow. Gotcha. Actually, dumortierite helps with ligaments, tendons, and things like that. So I believe tennis elbow is tendinitis. This is a great stone for that. So I hope that that's helpful. Oh, you're crafting and collaging, JS. Awesome. Literary agent and lawyer, buyers for art. And I did see that Jen had requested cinnabar and malachite. Cinnabar is mercury. Yes, mercury. It's toxic. Be very careful with it. Only the little red dots here are actual mercury. The rest is kind of element stone or background stone. Basically, this helps to attract customers to a business. So that can help Jen. It can help Susan. So I'll bring that in. It's the merchant stone, and we are right at the cusp of holiday season. So that's happening. I know I'm getting my stuff together on that front. And malachite can also really help with manifesting good business and finances. I often use it for just moving through difficult feelings of the heart. It's sort of like when you have to go through something that's emotionally wrought and you want to support yourself to get through it without pushing it down or being overwhelmed by it. It helps you walk through those difficult emotional times without being consumed by them. So I'm going to bring that in too. Let's see, where shall we put you? I'm going to put you there. I think that can help a lot of the requests. And I did see one that had a bunch of stones in it. I'm trying to see where it went. Ah, there we go. Ruby, amethyst, bloodstone, and then there were some other ones up here. Tiger's eye, howlite. Oh, look, I already got several of them. Unikite's already there. Rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite, Mother wounds, anything having to do with parenting and being parented, anything around motherhood and injuries there, like emotional injuries, whether it's something that happened in your childhood or it's around your journey to motherhood or being a parent, anywhere in between, and also even inner child stuff. Excellent for all of that. Also thought to be really helpful for the lungs in case anyone's struggling there. An all around wonderful stone, and also really connected to clairvoyance as well. So yeah, so I know that might help Chris with their request. So let's go with, let's place a piece here. There we go. So that's rhodochrosite, and we've got iolite lapis. I was thinking lapis actually too for Vincent. Lapis can really help with disorganization, and it's also great for anything with pain and inflammation, as well as career. Everything having to do with career and moving upward in it. Honesty, integrity. And that's lapis. I believe there was a request for moonstone. And Aragonite. So moonstone helps with divine timing, the cycles of the moon. Anytime you're doing lunar magic, it's great. It helps too with everything that's kind of unseen in terms of intuition. Our like access to wisdom, the divine feminine, and attracting love. Yeah, this stone is, I really think of it, when I think of this stone, I think of the High Priestess in the tarot deck. And I think it really embodies all of that. So yeah, anytime you're working with learning older magical things or older practices of energy healing, this can be really, really helpful. Let's go ahead and bring some moonstone in. Iolite helps with weight loss, as one of the reasons we often use it here is by request for weight loss, but it's also a really intense intuitive stone. Anytime you're doing work with your spirit guides, any kind of visionary visionary healing, shamanic journeying, meditation, things like that. Also helps with money management. So I mean, I guess if so many of us are requesting financial support, this can help us make the most of what we have, but also psychic sleep disturbances. Excellent for clairvoyance and intuitive abilities. It's a very multi-purpose stone. It does a lot of different things, and it does them all really, really well and in a balanced, measured way. So let's go ahead and bring this one in here. Yep, there's room. There's a lot of other things going on with communication even though, oh, hey, Samantha. Is there a difference between cinnabar and cinnabrite? I have to look up cinnabrite. That might be one of those, it's a trade name kind of things where it might be the same thing or it might be something different. I've heard of cinnabrite, but I don't know what it's meant to reference. So I'll review it and I'll know next time. Infinite, I have Noble Serpentine, which is close. Serpentine is in Infinite. And this is actually the Dumortierite and the Serpentine, by the way, are gifts from Jennifer Vatsa. You can check out Jennifer's shop too. Jennifer's shop has totally different stuff than mine does, so definitely check her out. It's Belladonna Botanicals on Etsy. And Serpentine helps with diabetes, hypoglycemia, calcium and magnesium deficiency. So I work with it a lot for that. Like I said, I have calcium deficiency, muscle weakness, which is another thing I struggle with, and also with meditation. So I'm going to bring that in. Where do we bring you? I'm going to put you here, and here, and here. And it looks like for the first time we might not get to everything, and that's wild to me. Yeah, iolate. This is iolate. Yeah, totally, Jen. Yeah, totally. It was... Small businesses are amazing. All of ours. Flower agate and white coral. Flower agate helps us to blossom into the next brightest version of ourselves. And this one with this vug, which is a hole that actually, it's a cavity that was within the stone. It grew and formed around something as it formed as a stone. And then that something broke away, degraded, and is no longer there. And so new crystals have formed in that sort of cavity. And white coral, and this is very sustainably harvested, picked off the beach by myself in Florida after a storm, with me walking along with my grandma. This helps us to embrace our soul's purpose and go along with it no matter what. Very powerful stone. So let's go ahead and bring you here, you here. There we go. So all three are in the middle there. Bloodstone, amethyst, ruby. Okay. Ruby. Let's go. Which one do we want to go with? Let's go with this one. I have so many rubies. This helps with leadership in a big, bold way. It helps with standing up for yourself, leading, taking initiative, and getting organized behind a goal. So this is actually one that was being set by a jeweler, and the stone actually broke as they were setting it into a setting. So it's still a beautiful ruby. You can see how like beautiful, tumbled, and shiny it is. And yet here we get to have it. This is also what ruby looks like raw, which is so fascinating. Let's go ahead and put this piece right here. That looks really interesting. Aragonite is incredibly grounding. This helps connect us with taking our soul's purpose, taking everything that we're meant to show up and do and our human experience, and really act on it and feel very connected to the earth as we do it, that we move forward with purpose and that we move forward with purpose, and that we move forward with like a healthy pride, a pride in bringing forth our soul's work and our connection to community and how we show up in the world. So we'll bring this through too. Let's move you to here and here. We'll put this at the base. And let's do one more. I don't even know if I'll have a chance to like pick 2 stones and have everybody vote. We'll make time. Kundalini Awakening. Let's get Susan's too. Definitely Cinnabar can help you, Susan. Kundalini Awakening. We have Aragonite, and now we're going to do Aragonite with Blue Caribbean Calcite. This balances the upper chakras with those lower chakras to really help us to align and clear the energy channel. All the energy channels between both. There's the chakras, there's the Sushumna, there's the Idala and the Pingala nadis that help move energy up from being grounded to the earth, basic needs, primal urges, fight or flight, all the way up to collective consciousness, being connected to everyone and everything, and open to divine wisdom, guidance, intuition. So that would be helping the flow of Kundalini, the energy that is dormant at the base of the spine. So let's bring that in. Let's see, where shall we place you? Let's do with the other intuitive ones there. Yep. We're gonna need a bigger boat. This is a good problem. Okay. There we go. And let's bring in a little bit of amethyst too. Let's bring in this big, beautiful one for at the top. This is amethyst. And this is like some sedimentary rock that it has formed on top of. Amethyst helps us to connect in our spiritual journey. It's an excellent first stone of intuition, or first crystal of intuition. And it also helps us to start to set good boundaries. It's like, I often call it like boundaries for babies. Are you just starting out with boundaries? Is this just new to you? This is a stone that may help. It helps with the idea of taking responsibility for yourself, and in a very sacred way, not being overly responsible for others, gifting them back their needs, giving them back what they need to do. So it can help with that. It can also help with doing what you need to do in this moment and not fearing or fluttering around about other things. And for those reasons, it's very much aligned with 12-step programs and recovery in general. So this can be really helpful. It's such a high vibrational stone, but at the same time, it's so accessible. So there's a reason we work with it, that it's such a popular stone. And it does so much. It is very much connected with like the crown and also the third eye, but in a way that's not quite like where we love sapphire, but it can be so intense. This is much less intense. So I'm going to go ahead and do that thing where I pick a couple stones, y'all vote on them, and then I describe what Reiki is, and we get, yeah, it's a very packed board. Oh, thank you, JS. I really appreciate that. And gotcha. Okay, so let's go ahead and do, let's see, what should I add? Oh, you're so welcome, Samantha. Whatever they are. My vote is both. Both. Okay, so there's a technique with clear quartz that we haven't done yet, and I want to do that with us. So clear quartz is, as you can see here, it is an amplifier stone. It helps to take the intentions that we have and especially the impact of crystals and make them bigger. So because we have such a packed board today, I was going to put it out there that if we add this to the board, depending on how you vote, of course, you can make a request upon the crystal quartz to magnify the energy of whichever crystals you happen to resonate with in your particular case. So yeah, so clear quartz. So yeah, you can just request like, hey, clear quartz, any crystals that are related to these things, or you can specify the exact stones by name. Like, please magnify those impacts for me. And the other is Dalmatian jasper, which we have a lot of stones on here, and not a lot of them are about clearing. And this can help us to clear our energy as we bring in all these new things and manifest all these breakthroughs that have come through since the lunar eclipse. So, yep, Dalmatian jasper, which is black tourmaline running through jasper. So it helps to bring that clearing energy through us and helps to clear our energy field. So go ahead and vote. I'm going to quickly explain what Reiki is and how it works, and we'll dive into the healing. And while you are voting, don't forget to go ahead and like the stream if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm excited about this grid. We need a bigger boat, but this one's pretty cool. So as I mentioned at the top of the hour, my name's Danielle Stimpson, and I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I've been teaching Usui Reiki for about 14 years, and the best way to describe Reiki to me is, and specifically with Usui style, it's named after Mikao Usui, who created this particular method in early 1920s Japan to assist folks there at a pretty tumultuous point in Japan's history, but to help folks in Japan to reconnect with this sacred practice that pretty much everyone knew about, but this allowed them to connect with it a little bit more deeply and without the kind of trappings that can come with certain religious overtones. And we absolutely love it, but there's so much more to it. And Usui, while he was a master meditator, a Tendai Buddhist monk, and so many other things, as someone from Japan and very much at the foundation of this practice of Reiki, the understanding of energy that it is built upon is the one that we find in Shintoism, which is an indigenous spirituality of Japan. And in Shintoism, everything has a soul and everything is interconnected. And while everything has a soul, there are different, I guess we use the word in the West, energies that move through all of us and support everyone and everything. One of those forces being Reiki, spiritually guided life force energy. This particular energy is one that I feel is flowing through all of us right now. Our body, mind, and spirit work with it all the time to come into a greater balance and aid us through every part of our life, from physical healing to mental clarity to emotional healing to spiritual connection and intuition. When this energy is flowing through us, even if we don't have a cultural reference point or even have a concept for it, like we in the West generally don't, it's still there. Even if we didn't know that we are mostly made of water, we still are. And just like our bodies don't need to be told what to do with the water we drink, that is very vital for so many functions. You know, our subconscious, our body knows what to do with it. Same with Reiki. So essentially, I'll be connecting with this energy that's already connected to each of us and flowing through us, and essentially directing more of it to each of us, allowing your body, mind, and spirit to use this access in the best possible way. You may experience feelings in the physical body. You may have some feelings come up, some intuitive clarity, or your subconscious kind of say something that you really weren't aware of. No matter what kind of comes up in your session, I encourage you to simply enjoy it. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice welcome you back in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath in and out, and at that point, I'll reopen the chat so that you can ask any questions that you have and share any experiences that you feel motivated to. Because Reiki energy connects everyone everywhere, it doesn't matter where you are in relation to me, it will still flow. It also doesn't matter when you are in relation to me. So if you're watching this in the future, hello from the past, you're going to have a great session. And you can always rewatch old streams. There's a whole playlist of like 170, last I checked, past live streams where you can go and just play this, even skip ahead to the healing, whatever works for you, and just enjoy the energy. So during this session, I will be silent myself. I will bring up some music for all of you, and I will turn down the lights. You'll notice that they move from one color to the next very slowly. At no point will they flash or strobe. And if you want to learn more about the creator who made the music for us, her information is linked in the description below as well. So thank you so much for being here. Deeply appreciate all of you. And if you want to learn more about my one-on-one online readings, my Discord, my online Reiki classes, live online Reiki classes, all that good stuff, all linked in the description, along with a way to sign up for my email newsletter if that's your thing. But without any further ado, let's dive into the healing and start to feel better. So what won the vote? I wonder. Oh, you can just vote in there, Joyce. You can just type in your vote. Dog needs Reiki too. Okay, I'll definitely keep sending to your dog too. Definitely both. Both crystals as always. Clear quartz. Okay, perfect. You were going to suggest Dalmatian Jasper, but had already asked for so many. Both. Great minds. Great minds. It's all good. Yep, we'll do both. Okay. So Dalmatian Jasper to clear our energy fields. And clear quartz. So you all can call on clear quartz and ask it to amplify the healing of the stones related to the issues that are most impacting you. Awesome. Thank you all so much for your help in building this beautiful grid. Couldn't do it without all of you. So go ahead and relax. I'm going to take it from here. We will come back at 5:30 or basically half past the hour, depending on what hour it is, wherever you happen to be. I'm so grateful to be here with all of you this afternoon. And remember, I will be back at 8 p.m. this evening and 8 p.m. on Sunday. I will not be here for Tuesday's stream because I'm taking these beautiful little kitties to get their surgeries. So thank you for being here. Enjoy your session. If your mind wanders, simply take a deep breath and I'll see you in 25 minutes. When you're ready, take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back. If it helps, I invite you to move your fingers and toes. I've got 2 snoring kitties on my lap. You all are very welcome. So glad to have you all here. Oh, thank you all so much. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend too. You all are so super welcome. Key, Vincent, Korakar, Sam, Blue Lotus, Susan, thank you all so much for being here. Let me see if I can grab the camera and show you what I have on my lap. Thank you all so much for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure as always. They really are so sweet, and if anyone's in the Philly area, they deserve the best home. They love Reiki. There's some more good images of them on social media. Oh, that's cute. On the Instagram, Learn Reiki Philadelphia Instagram. Just look for Learn Reiki Philadelphia, will come up, and the link is in the description. Looking right at the camera, huh, lady? This one's Hattie. Yeah, you licking the Reiki right out of my fingers. Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, so this one's Hattie. This one here is Gertie. Biggie on, Hattie. And they had a sister named Dottie, who's already been adopted, and these two are going together. They're a bonded pair. Oh, as you can see. They are very comfy. I don't know if any of you caught it right at the very beginning, but Gertie stood up and actually started licking my chin as I started. And then as soon as I got it going, this one here, Miss Hattie, always jumps into my lap when I start giving Reiki. Yeah, you like that, huh? Yeah. You gonna go for your post-Reiki drink of water, or? Yeah, you're not sure? Okay. Yeah, she's going for her water now. Okay, bear with me one moment. That's so funny. Have a great one. Thank you, Anj, for being here. I hope you have a beautiful day ahead. Yeah. Oh. This one just put her head and paw right into my hand. Okay, I'm going to let all of you go and have a beautiful rest of your afternoon. And as a reminder, I will be back at 8 p.m. this evening. Oh, you're getting a big old stretch too? Are you ready for your post-Reiki water drinkage? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, wherever you happen to be. If you're in Philly, I hope wherever you are is watertight because it is pouring. And I will see you again I hope to see you again soon. Remember, 8 tonight, 8 Sunday, and no stream Tuesday morning. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Jen. Hope everything goes well for you. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care, and bye for now.